Okay, hello, it's Monday now, it's the next day. Weather's a wee bit better, so I'm going to be going to the Holy Island later on, because the tide crossing's not till 2:30, it's the safe crossing for the tide's 2:30 till 11 o'clock, at the back 11, so I won't be staying that late, but it's only just going past 1 o'clock. So en route to, I didn't take the direct route to the Holy Island, I've took the route heading from Berwick to a small village called Eatle, but on way to that Eatle I went through another wee very small village called Duddo, D-U-D-D-O. Now Google translated it to make sure I got the pronunciation right so it didn't sound ridiculous, something like Duddo. I'm not great at pronouncing words, but anyway, this is the Duddo 5 standing stones. There's actually a couple of them that are on the ground, small ones. I don't know if they're, well, there's called 5, but I don't know if they count. I'm sure they will count. I would count them anyway, but it's regarded as 5 standing stones. Well, the ones on the ground are lying on the ground. I'll show you anyway on the camera. But you've got the beautiful Northumbria countryside and surrounded with it at the moment, and it's not a bad day today. I'm hoping it's going to be clearer on the Holy Island so we can get some clearer views of the island and the castle and the coast as well. So what I'll do then now is I'm going to turn this camera around and I'll show you the 5 Duddo standing stones. Okay? Now there's a lot of history to it, but I haven't really done a lot of research. I just stumbled across it en route to the village called Eatle. There's light train service or train museum or something here. I haven't been before, so as I say, I'm just spending time because I don't want to get there too early. Right, I'll get this turned around and I'll show you these stones, okay? And a wee bit of the countryside as well. So this is the Duddo standing stone circle, and it's not far from Berwick-on-Tweed. The small village of Duddo is down that way. It's spelled D-U-D-D-O, and I've Google translated it and it sort of sounds like that, so it probably sounds, I don't know how the locals pronounce it, but that's how I'm pronouncing it anyway. I've gave you the spelling so you could correct me if it's, well, anyway. And there's the wee stones here as well. Now they look like they're the same sort of age and the same type of stone as the standing stones. So they've called it 5 standing stones, but these are actually, they're not really, well, they're lying, and they're not really standing, they're just lying on the ground, but they will, I'm sure they will be part of this structure. So I haven't done any research on this at all, because as I say, I just stumbled across the sign for Standing Stone Circle, and I thought, right, I'm going to get myself up here. There's a bit of a walk. It's the B63A4 perhaps, I can't remember. It's the B road anyway. It runs from Berwick, which is in that direction, and then heading along towards that wee village, or that small village called Eaton, just passing through it, and then I'll be going to the Holy Island later on. I just stumbled across the sign for this, so it's a bit of a walk. It's about a kilometre walk from the road where I'm parked. I had to walk through the field. There's a lane, like a walkway through the fields, the barley fields, that lead up to this Standing Stone Circle. So I don't want to make this video too long, because I've done a lot of videoing already on the other 2 days here. This is going to be like coming over the hour mark, so I don't really want to make this too long. It's just a quick video. I'm just going to try and, as I say, when I go back to the island, I'm going to try and get some clearer views, just quick snaps to add on to the video. I've done another video on yesterday. The weather wasn't that great for views, but that's the way it goes. There is still a lot of stuff for you, but you'll see anyway. I'll get back there and I'll get the maybe just to get a few clearer shots, hopefully, if it's clear. As I said, I don't want to make this video too long. But anyway, this is the Duddo Standing Stones, 5 standing stones, ancient Standing Stone Circle, and it's just up from the wee village called Duddo. There is another ruin actually that I saw, a building, part of a building, an old structure, as I was driving by, but I didn't really get to it. Like, I've not got that much. I want to watch my time. I didn't want to spend too much time. So what I'm doing for time, like. But anyway, you can get the views of the countryside as well. Northumbria, lovely and a nice day anyway. So this video is just going to be like going well after the hour mark, and I'm going to have to just kind of stop with this. So you're going to see me on when I get to the island, okay, the Holy Island. Right, see you in a bit, or you'll see me in a bit. Right, so it's a better day. Earlier on I was at the Duddo Standing Stones, and then after that I drove to Etal, stopped off there for a spot of lunch at the lovely Etal Post Office Gardens, Tea Room Gardens. Then I stopped off at Ford, a wee village, English Northumbrian village just up from the village of Etal. It's got a few pictures there as well. And now I'm just about to approach the causeway towards the Holy Island. Now it's a much clearer day than it was yesterday, and you'll be able to see the island. Try and line it up. That's maybe too far. I've turned the camcorder around anyway, but you can see the castle and everything. I've got the dash cam on the car, and I'll switch that on when I'm driving across the causeway as well. So yeah, it's a lot clearer than yesterday. So I'm going to turn this around and I'll just show you the approach to it just now. Right, so this is the road that's basically just going to head to the causeway, which is in the distance there. Maybe I'll make that out. But I'll get the dash cam on anyway while I drive across it. And I'll get the dash cam footage. Because yesterday it was just ridiculously misty. You could actually make out the castle from here as well, I think. Or is that, no, there's that the lookout for the, there's I think that could be near the Abbey. In fact, I think that is that Abbey. There's like a lookout sort of tower there, and the church as well is there. I was in there yesterday, and you can see the rest of the mainland coast, east coast, the Northumbria part. So I'm just about a couple of miles, well not even that, about a mile away from the, less than that, about a kilometre of causeways there. So I'm going to go across that and just head over back to the Holy Island, and I'll get some more snaps, videos, hopefully with a bit more view than yesterday. Right, so I'm going to make move. Right, okay. Right, so I've went across the causeway, just looking back towards the mainland. This is like a wee sort of turning, parking bit. You get a nice view of the, well, this is basically the ocean floor. You can see the island, just, that's the, that'll be the north part of the island there, where the dunes are. And you see the village of Holy Island Village just up there in the distance. So I'm going to be ahead to very shortly. So yesterday this was just completely misted over, couldn't see anything. So I'm just going to be highlighting some of the parts that was not very clear, like today. Because yesterday it wasn't very clear, so I'm just going to highlight them today because it's a wee bit clearer. But this is just showing you a wee bit of the ocean floor, the sea floor. The tide doesn't come back in here again till 11 o'clock, back at about 11:30, but I'll be waiting for that. Not a breezy here, but it's a wide open plain, isn't it? So that's the Amical Tower and the causeway. You can just see it just above there. You can see the tower. Right, I'm going to jump back in the car and head to the island. Right, so that's me now at on the island, the Holy Island. Excuse me a minute. It's just a lens cap. You get a much clearer view now of the Lindsay Fair Castle. Yesterday I was able to show you a closer up view, but now you're getting the coast as well. You could actually see the other island there. I can't remember what it's called, but you've got the mainland Britain as well, the Northumbria coast. Yeah, it's a much better light day today. So I'll turn the camera around anyway and I'll zoom in, but I'll be going a bit closer to it. I'm just going to highlight all the bits that I wanted to show you a view of yesterday that I couldn't. I won't go through all the bits that I done yesterday because most of it was okay, the close-ups and that, like the Abbey, or the Priory, etc. But yeah, you got a better view of the harbour as well. I'll be going over there also. So I'll turn this on and I'll go and show you that. Okay. Right, so that's Lindisfarne Castle, just there now in the distance, and just zooming into it. So it gives you a bit of an idea of what it looks like in relation to the rest of the scenery. Because as I say, yesterday I was here, it was just impossible due to the fog. But they've got these goat as well. Goat farm. It's just on the edge of the village. That's the harbour just up there in the distance. So that other bit of the island, I think it's, I can't remember, I didn't research for it, but just got a brief read of it, but there's something there in the distance as well. I think you could get a boat across there or something, but I have to pre-arrange all that. I've not really got, obviously not got that much time at this particular visit, so I'm going on 5 o'clock, so I'm just kind of, as I say, I'm just scooting around just to get some of the views that I couldn't get yesterday for you. It's like the castle. If you want to get in the actual castle, you have to book really early because I couldn't get it. It was fully booked. You've got to book online. But anyway, I'm going to have a wee wander down there. Right. So I'll see you there. Well, you'll see me there. I keep. Okay. So I'm at the Holy Island Harbour. This is the views that you couldn't see yesterday because of the mist, but now you're getting to see a lot more. You get to see the other island, the other bit of the mainland, Britain, Northumberland coast. It's absolutely beautiful here, really nice. So I'll turn it around and I'll show you that as well. That's another islands away there in the horizon. Can't remember what they're called. Is it Fern Islands or something? I can't remember. There's the Priory. I was there yesterday, so I don't really need to go back to video that today. As I say, I'm just videoing the scenic parts, like the bits you couldn't see, like there's these things there. I'm not quite sure what they are, I never really researched into it, but actually that there is Barnford Castle or something. Could be that, it's on the mainland. Barnford Castle, something like that. I was there many years ago with a mate that lived up this way. Going back nearly 20 years ago. Sure it was that castle. Was it Barnford Castle? Something like that, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's pretty impressive anyway. And I think that's what Fern Islands or something, I can't remember off the top of my head either. But that anyway, it's the Lindisfarne Castle. A much better view. I'm going to go up there and give you the coastal view of the island, of the water, because I couldn't get that yesterday. So I'm going to kind of make my way up there now. So I'm just going to head up to the coast bit there, okay? Or the edge of the island, if you like. Yeah, I checked on Google actually, just to remind myself. It was actually Bamburgh Castle or something. Bamburgh Castle. I was there many years ago anyway, 2003, and that is the Fern Islands away in the distance that I zoomed in earlier. So I just checked that out just to be sure. Right, so I'm heading up that way now, okay? See you in a bit. I should just googled up there. These, I can't line it up very well, but try and line it up as best as I can for you. I don't know if you could maybe just make them out, but these two big spikes, the old law beacons. It's just an old ancient method used for ships for getting into the Holy Island harbour. So it's just it's something to do with the ships used to line up a certain number of degrees so they could get in without any problems. It's what they are, the old law beacons. So I've just done a very quick Google search on it for you. In fact, I'll zoom in, I'll show you in the camcorder. Right, I'll zoom in. Some there. So it's like they were constructed about 1829. They didn't like them because it was just considered too dangerous for ships to even attempt to navigate it at night, so they didn't bother putting lights on them. I'm just having a quick look on Google now so I can just give you a bit about it. Yeah, it's just constructed. Difficult, I can't even show up on there. But anyway, that's what they are. It's to do with the old ships to navigate them through the harbour of the Holy Island Harbour back in the early days. So, right, I'm heading up there now. So that's the lime works down there. That was there yesterday. And this is just the other side of the Lindisfarne Castle. So there is a white pyramid on this holy island. I'll see if we can point it out to you. There it is. Again, that's for the ship navigation. So I might go over there. I'll see what I feel. I might have a wee look. But anyway, this is the castle. So. And this is the view you'll get from the, it'll be the east edge, it'll be the east edge of the Holy Island. So yesterday you wouldn't be able to see any of that. You can even see a lighthouse there in the distance. I think that's a lighthouse. If it picks this up for you. Should be able to pick it up, but there's a lighthouse here in the distance. And you can see all the Northumberland coastline. That's the gardens that was at yesterday as well. So let's just come up to this wee viewpoint. Oh, you know what, I'm going to head over. It looks as though it's miles away, but I've got to 11:30 before the tide comes in, so it'll not take me that long to get there. But this way, if I can see people in the distance from where I'm standing, and they look as though they're not overly far from it, that gives us a rough idea as to how far it is. I mean, how far could you see people? Well, that's the thing, yeah. So it can't be, I could definitely see people walking to it, so it can't be like miles away, probably a mile away or something. So I'm going to make my way over to it actually. And here today I've come a long way, so I may as well make the most of it. Right, I'm going to head over there, okay? Yep, and start walking in the direction of that white pyramid. Just enjoying this lovely sea breeze here. So any eagle-eyed viewers would probably stand me corrected, because they would look at the blades of grass and see that the wind's blowing in the direction of the sea. So it's not really a sea breeze, it's from coming off the mainland. So that's the sea there, and you see the blades of grass blowing towards it, so the breeze is actually coming off the mainland. Just for any eagle viewers that would like to correct me on that. Anyway, no, I just made my way up there, so enjoying the breeze and the peace and quiet as well. Really nice. So much different from all the traffic there and driving the buses in, and the city buses, that's what I do for a living. It's such a break away from the traffic and everything when you're on this island. It's just completely cut off. Nice and tranquil. So I'm just still plodding along towards that white pyramid. So I shall keep going until I get there. It's still walking there, still a bit to go yet. You can see it there in the distance. I just thought I would maybe take a wee video here before this view goes over the side, because I'm going to be over that way. And I want to show you this before castle there. This is just some of the fields and that at the north side of the island. So I'm just going to continue up to the pyramid. I'm getting closer. I thought I'd get a video of that. I'm just nearly at the pyramid, but I spotted that. This is the Holy Island Nature Reserve that I'm in at the moment, and the pyramid's just over there, so I'm just not that far from it now. Right, I've made it. It's a white pyramid on the Holy Island. No, I think it's something to do with navigation, learning survey, rather than anything to do with the shipping, because it doesn't really stand out very well being white on the coast and that, so I think it's more ordnance survey. And the sand dunes over there, the nature reserve that I walked through to get to here. Okay, so I've made it to the navigational pyramid. Let's do the ordnance survey or something like that. It's, I tried to Google up that animal that I saw. Hang on a second. Excuse me a minute. Okay, I thought the microphone was off, but yeah, I couldn't figure out what it was. It was like a deer or something, but it looked like a deer, but I couldn't have really. I just didn't have time to Google it, but I'm sure some viewers will know exactly what that is. I'm not an expert on animals and that, so, but I captured it for you anyway, so if you know what it is, just stick it in the comments or something. So I made it here, quite a walk. It keeps moving, that thing, and sure it keeps moving every time I saw it. I just never seem to get any closer to it. But this is all the shoreline, the dunes, sand dunes and everything. It goes down towards where towards the mainland, where the causeway is. It's quite a walk to where it was. It must have been maybe a mile as the crow flies, but certainly when you've got the ups and downs and all the windiness of the paths, that'll add on distance. But I don't in any rush, like. But here it is anyway, so I'll better watch the battery, etc. But I'm good. What I'm planning on doing is just walking down towards the well, around the island basically, and I'll maybe get some videos and that, pictures within there. Okay. Yeah, just before I leave the pyramid and heading along that way, there is public paths along the trails that I stick to going through that nature reserve, just to be considerate. I'm just going to stick to the paths and head down there, because there's trails and paths to walk on. So I'm just going to head down that way. Okay. So just heading along the nature trail. There's loads of trails. I'm just going to video a wee bit of this beach here. It's Eminal Head, I think that area is called. Eminal Head, something like that. That's the part of the Holy Island that it's called. And over there there's seals. I could hear them sort of howling away there. I don't think the microphone will pick that up, but I could hear it. I hope you could hear that. That's the seals that are howling. So yeah, I'm just going to continue along there a wee bit. That must be the Scottish coast, away up in the distance there, because that bit there I think is Berwick. Berwick Bay is, it's only what, 12 mile away, or 12 mile drive from the Holy Island, so all this land in the distance, that'll be the Scottish coast, the east coast. It's got to be in it. It's looking north, obviously. So that's looking towards the east, the North Sea and that there. Right, I'm going to press on a wee bit over there, and I'll eventually end up back at the car park, Cherry End car park, which is just on the outskirts of the Holy Island village. There's quite a few miles, I think probably about 4 mile, 5 mile circular walk maybe, something like that. Okay, right, so while I've been walking along the beach, I've spotted a load of seals that are just perched up onto the rocks, so I'm not going to go too close to disturb them or anything like that. I'm just going to zoom in with the camera and I'll show you them. Okay. There's absolutely loads of them. The battery's beginning to go on this, so I'm kind of hoping that I'll be able to get this for you. No, they're starting to move. I'm not going to go any closer than that. I don't really want to disturb them. No, there's a boiler. I can see a boiler. Point it out. These seals are on top of a boiler. That's an old boiler, a bit of a steam ship maybe, but I could definitely make it out. Spectacular sight that. I'm hoping you could hear the seals. And that's the navigational pyramid that was earlier, or Ordnance Surveyor, whatever it's Emerald Head, for part of the Holy Island. Right, I'm going to leave them in peace now. I think they're... Yeah, I've got enough just now for you. Spectacular. Very, very spectacular. Okay, that'll do for now, right? See you in a bit. Oh, it's absolutely brilliant here. So I've just walked up from where the seals were, and I'm just going to kind of like make a lovely evening walk. It's absolutely brilliant, and then just going to head back pretty much to the village. So it's great. I'm really enjoying it. Earlier on I tried to turn the microphone pointing towards the seals and hoping you would have heard them. I mean, I can still hear them from here. You can still see them as well though. Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of take a nice easy, just enjoy this evening, and then pretty much head back to the car and then get something to eat. It's what, 7:25, so it's 4 hours before the tide comes in, but I'm not staying there till 11:30. I've still got to drive back to Berwick-on-Tweed, and then I go back to Dundee tomorrow. I'm back to work on Wednesday, so anyway, that'll do for the filming for just now. I think it's just going to be pretty much just this kind of stuff all the way back. If there is anything like special, then I'll put the camera back on and I'll film it for you. I always take pictures anyway with the phone, so if I didn't get it on the film, I'll get it on the camera phone, and you get the pictures on the slideshow, the slideshow part of the video. Okay, I think that'll do for today anyway. I'll probably give the video a send off tomorrow or something before I leave from the Travelodge. Just if there's anything to add on to summarise kind of thing. I think that's going to do it for just now. I'm just going to enjoy the rest of this evening walking. There's a wee bit to go to get there, so the weather's been a lot better today. Right, I'll catch you later for just now, right? Right, oh, it's absolutely amazing. I'm kind of like not far from the causeway now. I've got back in the car and just heading back. You could just see just how flat it is here. I mean, it's amazing. The sun's starting to set now. It's like going on 9 o'clock, and that's just heading back to the mainland. There's actually another 2.5 hours before it's unsafe to cross, but it's been absolutely brilliant. I'll tell you, it's been a total difference in weather compared to yesterday. I mean, you couldn't see any of this yesterday. It was just unbelievably misty, but now you can see for miles. It's been absolutely brilliant. So I'm going back to Berwick-on-Tweed tonight, and I spend my last night there, and then driving back to Dundee after that, because I'm back to work again on Wednesday. So it was just a short stay. I only had 3 nights in Berwick. It's just like that sunset. It's really beautiful, amazing. I just how flat and remote the road is. That's the only main road that goes into the Holy Island. It just runs right the way into the village. All the rest of the roads are just kind of like locals and need permits to park, and unless you're visiting the castle or whatever, you get to arrange it. But the main car parks, there's 2 of them actually. There's one further in, but yeah. So this will be flooded over shortly. Not this bit, but a wee bit further on. What I'll do is I'll put the dash cam on when I'm going back across the causeway for you. I'll edit it all out. This will be quite a long video, but I'm not sure how I'll do it. I might even split it into 2 parts. We'll see what happens. It might be too long to do for one video, but anyway, that's it. Pretty much it. I've just got to get back to Berwick. I'll go and find a takeaway place and get something to eat, and then I'll just go back to the Travelodge, and then I've got to be checked out for tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So I'll just be heading right up the A1 through Edinburgh back to Dundee, basically the way it came. So it's been great. I enjoyed it here. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed watching it. I don't really think there's anything. If there's anything tomorrow back home that'll be interesting, then I'll film it for you on. Then that'll be the end of the video. Actually, just before I go and still at the same spot, I'm just going to do a wee zoom around with the camera, and then just because it's that quiet and hoping you're going to hear the seals. You can still hear the seals for here. I mean, not the same ones, but they're all over the island. You might be able to hear that. can see the castle. You could hear the howls of all these, I can actually see Barmouth, I think it is, castle. The train back there. Oh, I just didn't want to leave, it's just beautiful here. So peaceful and everything. Oh, that's brilliant. Recommend it, like. Absolutely brilliant. You can still hear the seals and everything. It's just. Okay, right, catch you later, bye. Right, so now that's me heading back home to Scotland. This is just on the borders, lay-by on the A1. So Berwick-on-Tweed's only about a mile down the road there, and I'm right in the border of Scotland, just heading up the A1, back up towards Edinburgh, and then eventually where my home is in Dundee. So, the weather's not been great today, but it was better yesterday, so I was able to get the footage of the island for you, the Holy Island, a lot clearer. So I'm not too bothered about the weather if we're going back home, just how it is, but at least I got one good day. So I'm going to go to the snack bar there and get something to eat. I just drove 1 mile from the travel lodge at Berwick-on-Tweed. It's just about a mile drive, and I'm going to get my dinner because it's like 25 to 1. So it'll take me about 4 hours, probably 3.5, 4 hours to get back. I just take my time. So anyway, that's it. That's the send off for the video. I don't know, I might make this in 3 parts or 2 parts or something. It's maybe too long to do in one big bit, so I might sort of split it up. Okay, hope you've enjoyed that, and thanks for watching. Okay, bye now, bye.
Thank